Brucellosis bacteria. Bacterial outbreak in China infects thousands of people after factory leak. Several thousand people in northeast China have tested positive for a bacterial disease in an outbreak caused by a leak at a biopharmaceutical company in year 2019. The Health Commission of Lanzhou, the capital city of Gansu Province, announced that 3,245 people had contracted the disease called brucellosis. This disease is often caused by contact with livestock carrying the bacteria Brucella. This outbreak began from a leak at the Zhongmo Lanzhou biological pharmaceutical factory, which occurred between late July to late August in year 2019, according to the city's health commission. Thousands of people have also tested positive of the disease, but there have been no fatalities reported, the city's health commission said. In total, authorities have tested 21,847 people out of the city's 2.9 million population. What is brucellosis? Brucellosis is a bacterial disease that mainly affects cattle, pigs, goats, sheep, and dogs. Humans can become infected if they come in direct contact with infected animals, or by eating or drinking contaminated animal products. According to the WHO, the disease is most often caused by the consumption of unprocessed milk or cheese from goats. Symptoms of the disease, also known as Malta fever or Mediterranean fever, include fever, sweating, malaise, loss of appetite, headache, and muscle aches. Some symptoms last a long time, while others last a lifetime, such as fever, arthritis, and partial swelling of the scrotum. These include inflammation of the heart, nerve disorder, chronic fatigue, depression, and inflammation of the liver, or spleen. A report in the South China Morning Post quoted Zhu Guoqiang, a professor at the Yangzhou University Veterinary College, as saying that in severe cases, brucellosis can cause prolonged damage to the reproductive system. He said that men can become infertile if not treated properly. When did the current disease start? The website of the City of Lanzhou Health Authority mentions the brucellosis antibody-positive incident that occurred on November 28, 2019, at the Lanzhou Veterinary Research Institute. While in the process of preparing the animal vaccine for the disease from July 24 to August 20, in year 2019, the factory used expired disinfectants. In the waste gas released, the bacteria were completely not eliminated. This contaminated waste gas formed aerosols that contained the bacteria and leaked into the air, carried by the wind, down to the Lanzhou Veterinary Research Institute, where the outbreak first hit. In the months after the outbreak, provincial and municipal officials launched an investigation into the leak at the factory, according to the Lanzhou Health Commission. By January, authorities had revoked vaccine production licenses for the plant and withdrew product approval numbers for its 2 brucellosis vaccines. A total of 7 veterinary drug product approval numbers were also cancelled in the factory. In February, the factory issued a public apology and said it had severely punished 8 people who were determined as responsible for the incident. Differences between bacteria and virus. 1. Bacteria is the plural of bacterium. A single bacterium can divide and produce millions of bacteria. Bacteria are unicellular prokaryotes, without a true nucleus. Viruses are subcellular, or acellular particles, or without cellular organization. 2. Bacteria are visible under compound light microscope, approximately 200 to 5,000 nanometer in diameter. Viruses are only visible under electron microscope, approximately 20 to 400 nanometer in diameter. 3. Bacteria can live in a variety of environments. Bacteria can live either inside or outside a host. Viruses are strict intracellular infectious agents. It always requires a living host. 4. Bacteria are living unicellular organism, exhibiting properties of life, such as cellular organization, metabolism, reproduction, homeostasis, etc. Viruses are considered as a borderline between living and non-living things. It exhibits some properties of life, such as presence of genetic material, ability to replicate inside the host, response to heat, chemicals, etc. 5. Bacteria are living and cannot be crystallized. Virus can be crystallized, preserving their living properties. 6. Basic bacteria shapes are coccus, spherical, bacillus, rod-shaped, and spiral, twisted. Viral shapes are helical, cubical, binular complex symmetry. 7. Bacteria are atypical prokaryotic cell, with DNA, cytoplasm, ribosome, plasmid, peptidoglycan cell wall and flagella. Virus has no cells. It has only genetic material, surrounded by a protein coat, called capsid. In some viruses like HIV, an outer envelope is present outside capsid. 8. Bacteria's genetic material is always DNA. Virus genetic material can be DNA or RNA, never both together. 9. Bacteria's DNA is always double-stranded. Virus DNA or RNA can be single-stranded or double-stranded. 10. Bacteria is the cellular machinery for DNA replication and protein synthesis. Virus has no cellular machinery. Replication of genetic material and protein synthesis are done using machinery of the host. 11. Bacteria can reproduce by itself by binary fission, an asexual reproduction method. Virus inject genetic material into the host and replicates inside the host using host cellular machinery by either causing breakage of cell and releasing intact infectious virions called as lytic cycle. Another method is by attaching to the host genome as prophagen replicate along with host genome replication, called as lysogenic cycle. 12. Approximately 90% of bacteria are harmless or beneficial or even essential to life. Only less than 10% are harmful and disease-causing. Viruses are harmful infectious agents. But genetically engineered viruses are widely used in rDNA technology and gene therapy as vectors. Lentivirus gene therapy and phage vectors like plasmid in rDNA technology. 13. Bacteria often cause localized infection, like in one part of the body or confined to an organ, and is often associated with fever. Example, skin infection, eczema, wound infection. Virus often cause systemic infection by spreading throughout the body and may or may not induce fever. Example, AIDS. 14. Bacterial infection is treated with antibiotic. Example, penicillin, amoxicillin, etc. Antibiotics cannot kill viruses. Vaccines are widely used to prevent viral infection. Example, varicella, chickenpox vaccine, measles, mumps and rubella, MMR vaccine. 15. Common bacterial diseases are food poisoning, Escherichia coli, Tuberculosis Mycobacterium, tuberculosis. Common viral diseases are common cold, coronavirus, rhinovirus, etc.